Hi everyone, so today I am going to talk to you about potty training. We've recently potty trained my 3-year-old, or nearly 3-year-old daughter. So she potty trained herself really. I mean, we did stuff, but it was pretty simple. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I think we've been really lucky with her. But she did it when she was about 2.5. So yeah, we're completely dry now. Night time, she's mainly dry. But she's still wearing pull-up pants at the moment, just to make sure. Obviously I don't want her worrying about wetting the bed or anything yet, because she's still quite young. So I've got a list of things just that I think really helped Molly, and hopefully will help you guys. If it's something that you can do and take from, then it's helpful, isn't it? So number one is just make sure that you've got potties around the house, that they get used to what they are, they get used to the look of them, they get used to sitting on them if they want to, but they don't necessarily have to sit on them naked. Like, we used to let her sit on it just to read a book if she wanted to, just to get used to the feel of it. Ones that we got were these potties, really, really good. The only thing I would say is that this bit is quite pointy, so there's been a few times when she's sat on that a bit awkwardly, but they're so easy to pour away, so it makes it, like, if you take that out with you, which I generally try and take this one out with me if I'm going out and about, not anymore, when she was potty training, it's so much easier to pour out. So yeah, I definitely recommend the potty. The other thing that we got, that we made sure we had one upstairs and one downstairs, is toilet seats. So again, we've got the Potty range. We find them really, really good quality, and actually work really well. This was like, a few people have come to our house and actually commented on how good the fit is on our toilet. We've got it on 2 toilets, and we also take it away with us, and it does fit. The mechanics of it are really good, and they seem to fit quite snugly onto toilets, and it's got a rubber band that means it doesn't sort of move around when she sits on it. So yeah, that's a really good one. And we just found that actually when we put those on the toilet, she actually wanted to use the big girl's toilet more than the potty. Because we got the big girl toilet seats, we had to actually get a step. So we've just got 2 of these. We've got a different one downstairs, it's just a single one downstairs, but we got these off Amazon. We got most of the stuff off Amazon actually. I'll put links below to everything we got. But yeah, this is her step. This just makes it so that she doesn't need us to go and lift her up onto the toilet, so she can do it whenever she wants. She can go and sit on the loo, and then she can move it over and wash her hands as well. The other thing I would recommend, as well as the equipment you would need, is Dettol wipes beside the loo, and also this, which is amazing. It's a Dettol all-in-one spray, and it's a disinfectant spray. The other thing that we did, which I think really helped, I brought all brand new knickers, really pretty knickers, and put them in the drawer, out of the packets. So wash them, put them in the drawer, and actually kind of every couple of days I'd say to her, oh, you know, because she'd look through the drawers and she'd find her knickers, and I'd say, when you're a big girl, when you start using the potty, you can start wearing these pretty knickers. You know, how good is that? And actually, I only did that for a couple of weeks, and that's when she started saying that she wanted to wear the knickers. The other thing that we got was pull-up pants. So these are for night time. So these are the ones, they're just pull-ups. Huggies, I think, make them. And we've got the princess ones and the Minnie Mouse ones. And again, as well as the knickers, I used to say to her, obviously, big girl pants for night time. You can start wearing your princess pants or your Minnie Mouse pants when you're a big girl and you start using the potty or the toilet. So again, that's really helped. Something else we did with Molly was that we tried to get her interested in toilet habits. So when we were going to the toilet, although it sounds really disgusting, we would encourage her to come in with us, you know, tell her what we were doing, and if she wanted to look at it, she could look down the loo, and then she could help us flush it away. If you've got any friends that are potty training their children at the same time, it's quite useful. We found it really beneficial when we met up with friends and their kids were using potties. Molly's best friend Layla potty trained before Molly, and actually every time we saw Layla and we saw her using Molly saw her using the potty, she'd come back and she'd want to use the potty even more. She'd be like really excited about it and be talking about Layla using her potty. So I think anything that you can do around other children that are potty trained or using the loo, using the potty, is beneficial. Something else we did was I went to the library and got some books on potty training. So there's just some like little storybooks we got, and they're just storybooks about children that are potty training. And we read those to Molly. The other thing that we got was potty training, so Princess Polly. So this is just a sticker book. It's got all basically what happens. I mean, it's well used, you can see now. Hello Princess Polly, nappies or pants. It's got about choosing a potty, what's the potty used for, sitting on the potty, and then there's a couple of sticker pages in the middle that she could go through and use in the book, and then she gets a reward chart as well. There was a reward chart at the back. We never used this one, we actually bought separate ones. So anything like that is really good, I think, because it gets them excited about, I mean, all kids love stickers, I think. The other thing that we did, on Amazon you can buy sticker charts, just single sticker charts with the stickers, and we found that quite useful as well. Once we had the potty and the toilets and everything in place, we started encouraging Molly to sit on the loo at nappy change times, which is something that her nursery did with her. So after a nappy change, I'd always ask her if she wanted to sit on the loo. After the bath, ask her if she wanted to sit on the loo when she was getting dressed for the nursery or going out. And most of the time, to be honest, she said no, she didn't want to sit on it. But I think as long as you're encouraging them all the time and not really forcing it, and they can do it at their own pace, I think that helps them. At first, Molly was a bit stressed about going to the loo for number twos, so she would quite happily do her wheeze, and that was going really well, but then she just really didn't want to do number two, and I think it's really, really common for kids not to want to do a number two on the toilet. So we didn't force it. I mean, it took 3 days for her to do a number two on the toilet, and then from then on she was fine. The only thing I would say is we tried several things. So we'd sit on the loo and we'd just say to her, you know, just sit there for a little while, let's sing a song, let's tell a story, let's count to 10. And sometimes that really helped her if she was concentrating on something else. She's been potty trained now for about 6 weeks, I'd say, and she's only had a few accidents since that first week. And I just think, don't get stressed about it, don't shout at them. The worst thing you can do is shout at them. Just kind of say, oh, it was an accident, you know, accidents happen. Molly gets a lot more stressed, and she was crying when she'd have an accident, you know, and it wasn't a big deal. And I think she's still really young, so it just didn't bother me. If we have accidents, we have accidents. I just make sure that we carry spare knickers and pants or skirts or whatever, wherever we go. Molly potty trained really quickly during the day, but at night we found that she was still having a nappy, so we were still putting a nappy on her, because I didn't want to I didn't want to put her through nighttime training as well as daytime training at the same time. But on day 3 or something that she'd been using the potties, I obviously said to her, you know, we've got these pull-up pants now, you can start using them at night, and it means you can get up to go to the toilet if you want to. So now we leave her potty beside her bed, and her room's next door to the bathroom anyway. But from that night on, she gets up and goes to the loo, or most of the time she'll sit on the potty. We did have about 3 weeks where, because she started doing that, she was kind of getting up, going to the loo, and then not really understanding how to go back to sleep, I think. So she was waking up and then she was kind of crying out for us, so I'd go in there, and then it would take quite a while to get her back off to sleep. What we're doing now is we're giving her, obviously, her beaker of drink or whatever she's having at dinner time, and then we're kind of putting the beaker to one side. So if she asks for a drink, we will give her a drink, but generally if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. She doesn't really want to drink anymore. Yeah, so since we've stopped obviously having the drink around, and she's stopped really drinking after dinner time, the nighttime waking has been better. So she will always wake up with a dry night. So I think the weeing at night has slowed down. She will get up sometimes and I'll hear her go to the loo, and then she'll get back into bed, and sometimes I won't even hear her and she'll just get up, go on her potty and get back into bed. So she's been amazing, really. I mean, we're really, really lucky, touch wood, that she's just done really, really well. We haven't really had to do a huge amount, but hopefully going through those lists will help you guys, you know, it will give you some ideas. I think all of those were really had a factor in Molly's transition into potty training. I think she's done really well, and I think it's probably because we'd set it all up for her, so there wasn't really any chance for it to go wrong, hopefully. Fingers crossed Eva's going to be the same. But yeah, so hopefully you found something useful out of that. I'll put links below to all of the products that I've mentioned, and if there's any questions, then just let me know, ask below and I'll come back to you. And fingers crossed you do as well as Molly did with your little ones. But yeah, so thanks for watching. See you soon.